Here are your hosts, Scott the Bear and Jeremiah the Johnson.
Welcome to the Lost at Home podcast.
Your name is Scott,
Yes, it is.
and I'm Jeremiah.
Yes, it is.
All right, we are.
I like changing things up. I want to see what would happen if I just stopped there. Plus,
Well, we saw it was riveting.
honestly, in my brain, I was thinking about doing something Halloween-y, like a whoa.
Yeah, we are. We this is the first of the spooky season episodes. This is dropping in early October. I don't know when because I'm actually
early.
I'm not
in October.
I'm not. But the good thing is I think I can. I can edit these where I'm dog sitting and house sitting for a week in
we don't make promises anyway.
So, yeah, but we make empty promises, and goddamn it, are they empty? But we are gonna have some fun with some spooky season stuff.
Trick or treat, everybody. Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that spooky? No, that's not spooky. That's more kitty.
Whoa! Oh shit!
Wolf sounds.
Yeah, wolf sound. We the intro had all
Wolf
of
sound. Wolf sound.
Yeah.
Ghost sound.
Ghost sound. Ghost sound. Wolf sound. Insert wolf sound. Insert ghost sound. Ghost sound.
I want that to be
chains
I want
rattling.
that to be like an EDM song.
Rain. Chains rattling. Chains rattling.
Wolf sound. Wolf sound.
Wolf sound. Wolf sound. Ghost sound.
I
might have to like recut the because the intro I'm using is still your old intro from the old theme song with the old with just a bunch of spooky sounds. Redo that one literally with just like da 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 wolf sound, lightning, thunder. Ooh, boo.
You can always go out on that too.
So this is going to be a relatively light, I would say like a lighter Halloween episode because we're starting fresh off, and this is originally was going to be our end of September episode, but we got delayed by a little bit. So we still have some regular old web droppings. We're not necessarily getting fully spooky, but we are going to start out with a couple of little spooky bits and pieces. And then the subsequent ones we're going to try to horror theme it a little bit more. We're going to bring a couple of our old web dropping plus horror movie things to the table like we did for a little while. Not too long ago. We'll just have a little bit of fun with it, but we're just gonna do this. We're just gonna fly by the seat of our spooky pants. See?
There
it's all
we go.
There it
go.
is. That's the stuff. Oh, no. Fuck you. Not your season. Not your season. Get the fuck out. Okie dokie. I won't come back for a long time. Did you hear that, Scott? Not at least till Christmas. I can't come. I did, Scott. Not one more time until Christmas.
We'll see. He's persistent.
Yes, I hate him. Anyway, I hate him so much. But which makes him so charming. So Scott, sometimes we like to start out with some lost in thoughts, and I noticed actually you have changed your lost in thought.
Yep.
Can we talk about the lost in thought you had before? Because I thought maybe instead of that being a lost in thought, we might want to roll that into one of our episodes this month.
Yeah, I was thinking we pick a franchise.
Yes.
For the listener, my last lost in thought was pick a franchise and then pick your favorite part of the franchise.
Yeah,
so
and we'll stick to a horror franchise.
So say go Friday the 13th, and then we each say our number. And then just back it up and be like, why?
Yeah.
Why is that one better?
Yeah, because you mentioned almost
and then also shit on the other person's one for the reasons it isn't as good as the one you picked.
So we can make this kind of a horror in the court light. For those of you, I think horror in court episodes are on our website. Maybe
they're on the website,
on the Lost Home Podcast website. Yep. So you can check those out. That was when we had the wonderful Darren Ewing as our judge, which we should get back into doing that at some point, at least once a year. Probably too late to think about it for this month, but. You and I can at least do a horror in the court light where there's no
horror in the
judge.
court can go for any season as long as we pick a seasonal horror movie.
Oh, exactly. Yeah,
like you can do Thanksgiving horror in the court, a Christmas one.
Yeah, Thanksgiving doesn't have a ton of
it's about
stuff.
to Eli Roth Thanksgiving,
and that's true. But we also did it once before. We did it with
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Feast. We did. I think we did like cannibal movies or whatever.
We did do cannibal movies.
But yeah, so I really like that idea. I liked, but with just me and you doing it, we're judge free for the at least one of the episodes this month. So we're
simple.
Yeah, I like it. So we'll plan on that for one of them. But I did notice that you switched it.
Because so I played Call of Duty, and this season is Halloween season in the game.
Right, yep.
And they have a thing called the Battle Pass. All games have those now. You buy them, you do the things in them, you get rewards. This is entirely themed around Spawn. Every aspect of it. When you get to the end, you get Spawn in his costume. When you start it, you're Spawn as the soldier.
Yeah.
Midway through, you get the clown, you get Violator, you get other side cast members from the comics. And then I realized, who cares about Spawn in 2023?
Well, I mean,
and I was backed up on this by going to the subreddit for Call of Duty Warzone.
And saying, who the fuck is Spawn?
All these people were like, what is this? Like, is this something we should know about?
Yeah.
Well, should I know what this is?
It was huge.
Overwhelmingly.
Huge in the 90s and all that. But I will say, this probably has something to do with the fact that there has been a recent, literally as of September 29th, it was posted that Blumhouse has revealed a new update on the Spawn reboot, because they are doing a Spawn reboot. So this could also just be a little teaser into that kind of thing.
Okay.
Co-marketing, branding, or whatever.
Prepping the audience so so when the movie comes out, they're like, oh, I remember shooting people as him in a video game once.
Yeah, and they're doing the thing where they're doing that, like the Little Mermaid race switching, where Spawn's gonna be white now, which is great. No, not really. Guys, we're not gonna do that. What's that? Canceled? Pre-canceled. Okay, cool.
I mean, Al Simmons, that's his name. That's a white and a black name. It could be either.
Well, yeah. I mean, he was definitely black in the comics.
It could be Alicia Simmons. They could go with a girl.
Oh my God, Alicia Simmons, a white girl. Oh God, guys.
There was a girl Spawn, because there's different Spawns.
Yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, because Spawn is just a demon. Like, I mean,
a
hell warrior, if you will.
But different people get the Spawn costume, which is like Venom. It's like a symbiote.
Yeah, exactly.
They get it through the ages. So there's like medieval Spawn. There's Western Spawn. It is a good comic series. I love it. To this day, I still like it, even though I don't read it ananymore. And it's still going.
Is it still going? Jesus.
I think so, yeah.
Who the hell?
Hundreds of issues.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I mean, it looks like I'm looking at a picture of Todd McFarlane holding up an issue of Spawn 301, which is fucking nuts, because I've got the first 10 sitting. Actually, I think I've got the first 100 sitting upstairs.
I probably read up to somewhere between 50 and 100.
I got through up about 100, and I think I actually probably stopped reading it around 40, but I kept buying them after that, because I remember also being pissed at, because I was like a huge Todd McFarlane stan, and then I was like, fuck this Greg Capullo guy. Now I look back and I'm like, oh my God, so much better. So much better. Especially with Todd McFarlane's inks over it. He put all the stupid lines that don't make any sense.
Well, Greg Capullo also inked a lot of the early issues.
Exactly, yeah. There was a point where they went from they flipped at some point where it's like, and I remember I didn't like the Greg Capullo inking because it took Todd McFarlane detail away, quote unquote detailed lines where they don't fucking belong. Like just lots of lines, cross hatching, which I still love it. It's an art style all unto itself. I love it. Absolutely.
So thank you for bringing up the Blumhouse aspect of this, because I really was playing this game, and I'm like,
it's been in talk for
this is years. Cool. There's fun.
It's like a 5-year long reboot. So who knows? I haven't read to see what the update is, but it sounds like the update is saying it's still happening eventually.
People are complaining about the skins, how they have the green rippling energy coming off of them, the ectoplasm kind of stuff, and people are like, it just gives you away in the map. People can see you because of the green shit, and people are like, that's literally from the comic books. If he wasn't surrounded in that green misty stuff, he just wouldn't be Spawn.
Yeah. Well, and I think
it leaks out of his eyes and shit.
This article actually brings up a pretty good point. Is that because McFarlane Toys is probably easily the biggest thing McFarlane is doing, and that's taken over everything. That has helped keep Spawn relevant, because he every once in a while he'll pop a toy out, but 40 people buy the comic, but people still know Spawn because of its legacy, but also they probably know Todd McFarlane more from McFarlane Toys than they do.
Yeah, he makes all the DC toys.
Yeah, he's
Hasbro makes Marvel toys, McFarlane Toys makes DC toys.
Yeah, and McFarlane Toys, I still
he
somewhere
keeps his
at home.
prices cheap too.
Really, that's good.
Marvel's raised their prices on Hasbro Marvel on an action figure to $25 to $30 for an average figure. DC McFarlane Toys, they're sticking it right around $19.99.
Awesome.
Prices from 5 years ago. I don't know what he's doing, but he's like, I'm not going to gouge the customer. I'm leaving it at this.
Probably because none of that shit actually went up. That's the whole everything else is going up because of inflation. Yeah, we're hey, everything, and people are expecting to pay more. We can just blame it on inflation. It's fucking plastic.
Yep.
It's not there's not a supply chain issue for plastic that you can just make everywhere. This is fucking
I'm a toy collector, and I collect a lot less than I used to because it's cost prohibitive now.
Yeah,
it just got too expensive.
Well, and because they've really leaned into the collector's market, where they're collectors will just pay a shitload of money. It's not about kids anymore. It's about just getting stuff into these people who are willing to spend hundreds of dollars on things and just sat them on the shelf.
There's a Boba Fett repainted figure on shelves in Walmart's right now that is $33. The same figure before they repainted it was $19 4 years ago.
Yeah.
There is no reason it went up that many dollars in 3 years.
Nope. Not at all. There's like literally, it's except for corporate profits. So
it's getting close to double the prices 4 years ago. Like,
and really, and it sucks because like, yeah, you're like, okay, I'm not buying as many. The problem is
I
other
just shop
people
clearance
are
for the most part.
Other people are. They're getting away with it. The only reason they're doing it is because they're getting away with it. So until they finally stop, people stop doing like buying it, and you're one of the ones. So maybe there's more people like you that stop at some point. They'll go, oh fuck, sure, we're selling half as many at double the price, but we'd rather actually sell like you could literally like bump it up just a little bit and sell the same amount and just make a shitload more money. Yep. At some point, they are going to alienate the customers.
I thought at
some point people are going to be like,
I bought one at full price
or toys.
The last time I bought one at full price, I was like, I kind of did one of those, and I was like, you know what? If this was lower, I would have bought two and spent more money today.
Yes,
but went home with double the thing. Yes.
Because you're like, one's actually keep and maybe open and have fun with, and the other one is potentially collectible. Yeah,
and I was like, well, that priced me out. I'm not getting a second.
And it's also making it harder for people to like know for sure. Like, okay, I can. No matter what, people are probably going to be able to recoup their costs on it. But or like it now, like I mean, I guess maybe at some point, maybe fewer and fewer people will buy them. So now the investment will actually start going up because people will be like, oh, if they're getting so expensive, fewer people are buying them, and then they become more like valuable. But ultimately, that doesn't help the toy company at the end of the line. So.
What it helps is me, because now I just shop clearance for the most part. I got $120 worth of Star Wars figures at GameStop last month for $9.
That's a good savings.
Yes. Yeah. I jacked that clearance up. That guy hated me at the store.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh no, you got to price match what's online. And he's okay. Let me see your phone. And then I'm like, also it was buy one get one free, and you charged me for the higher one. And I worked it all out when in the end I walked out with.
Yeah,
I went in twice. One day I spent $5. One day I spent $2. I think
you're literally wearing the guy's
for $60 worth of toys for $2.
You're wearing the guy's GameStop shirt and lanyard. Like he's just bare chest. Like,
I have the keys to the store.
What happened? Everything happened so fast.
Oh, I sat there and I was like working it out. I'm like, nope, you got to do this. No, price check this. This goes this way. This is how the sale is. And the guy was like, guy was super nice, but I was putting him through his fucking paces.
Yeah, he's like, just take it for the love of God. Hey, have my wife, please. If I had a wife, you could have her. Anyway, so
Spawn is a thing. You think?
Yes. Well, I mean, I don't know if like I'm just saying I don't know if that's the reason, but I do know that there's still talk about that. That doesn't exactly explain why. I feel like it's more about the fact that the developers are probably our age-ish, and they're just like, everybody loves Spawn, and they have a lot of fun.
So Halloween month.
It is a really, and I gotta say, it's gotta be a really cool character to like fucking design for too, because there's a lot of stuff with like, I don't know, with the cape and shit like that.
If they don't have a finishing move where the cape comes off and kills someone and then comes back to you,
exactly,
they fucked up.
And then just like the bones leak out from underneath it or something like that. Yeah,
like if that when I get to the end and I get to be Spawn, if that is not a killing move I can do, I'm just gonna flip my PlayStation like a table. Then cry because it was like $500.
Go make that GameStop cut. Get me a new one.
It's for $2.
Exactly. Yeah, give it to me. Yeah. All right. Give it to me while I fuck your wife in front of you. With this fucking action figure you gave me for 96% off. Oh yeah, I love when you fuck me with those clearance figures. That's right, your wife got that clearance pussy. All right. We're going to go in and talk about some, we're going to start the shows off this month, at least, and we'll probably keep bleeding into the bleeding.
We might do this on the weeks where we don't do the horror in the core thing we mentioned earlier.
Yeah, so we're going to
that would be a replacement for this, I would think.
Yeah, well, we're gonna do some weekly October horror picks, and we're going to get back into our state of horror. Starting out with October horror picks, I watched a movie last night. Actually, I haven't watched a ton of horror lately, which is crazy. Although this month is totally going to change that. So, and honestly, I've kind of I won't say I've hit some duds lately. I mean, I have. There was a couple of them. Elevator Game, I told you, was a dud. But but a lot of the other ones are like middle of the road. I'm like, fine, but like hard to necessarily recommend. The Angry Black Girl Inner Monster is just slightly above that. I think I gave it like 3.5 stars, which is pretty good for me, which is a 7 out of 10, which is pretty good for me. And it's on Shudder exclusive, and it's got some social horror elements, but it's a modern retelling, kind of urban retelling of Frankenstein's monster. This young girl who's probably in her mid to late teens or so. I think probably like a senior in high school, somewhere around there. Is really good with science and all that, and she's super bright, and she wants to cure death because she's been surrounded by it because she lives in the in the projects, and she's lost family members to gang violence and drug overdoses and things like that. So she's really got this. So it's got a lot of that kind of like social horror grit. But the thing that was really surprising to me also is this like. The practical effects are really like the makeup effects and practical effects are really fucking cool. Like the monster that she ultimately creates is awesome, but also there's just like close-ups of fucking brain matter splattered after somebody's gunshot wound and stuff like that, and some like fucking
is the monster she creates gentrification?
Yeah, no, that's actually the savior. Gentrification comes in and goes, all right. Black people out, white people in, pumpkin spice for everybody. Just everybody's like, and just singing, No, but there's a lot of like good. It's a lot of good social horror, social commentary in there. So ultimately, above average movie. Still nothing absolutely game changing, but it is a really cool retelling of Frankenstein. And I will say some of the bleakness and brutality. I wasn't crazy about the ending. I feel like they may have shoehorned the ending in because it may have been too bleak with the original ending or something. It definitely feels like one of those where it didn't exactly match the theme and atmosphere of the whole rest of the movie. Almost like they're like, oh, we can't go out on this. So just with
it ends in Aruba. They're on the beach. The monster's drinking a Mai Tai.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm so glad you turned good last minute. And we're on this beach now, and it's only white people and pumpkin spice margaritas. Fucking white people and pumpkin spice.
Drinking a Mai Tai out of a hollowed out pumpkin like a coconut.
It's fucking nutmeg. You can put it in anything. Whatever cardamom, nutmeg, fucking whatever.
It's like three spices.
It's like three. Yeah. Cinnamon, yeah, of course.
Cinnamon.
So anyway, so that's my choice for now. I'm going to be watching a fuck ton these next, and actually you and I are going to be like getting together and snuggling, watching some horror movies too. But you've got one. You bring it to the table. I've seen this movie. I appreciate it.
Yep. Benny Loves You. It's about a guy with a childhood stuffed animal, Benny. I can't really describe what Benny looks like. It's just like a red rabbity type thing, but without the big ears.
It's not Elmo. It's really big.
Yeah,
it's a little more. Yeah, it's Elmo-esque, but it's larger. It's like it's almost like large, even almost Five Nights at Freddy's /
No. It's like knee high.
Right? Is it? Oh yeah, you're right. I'm thinking of the poster. Yeah, I'm thinking of that movie Teddy again.
Yeah,
which I still have not seen. Yes, okay. So you're right, it's a little fucker. That's
so
right.
Yeah, he's told to throw
Very
it out
cute.
as a kid. It comes back and he keeps it. Then as an adult, he's kind of a man-child.
Yes.
And he throws it out again, and it comes back. And this time when it comes back, it just starts killing people.
Yes, that's right.
And it kills basically his entire family, his mother and dad, who he lives with as a grown-up.
Yeah.
Then it kills like love interests, co-workers,
and there's, of course,
pizza
always,
delivery guys, like anyone.
And there's always that like that thing with these movies too, where like. It doesn't exactly make you think this way, but like because you've seen so many these movies, you're like, oh, is Benny really killing people, or is he killing people and he's blaming it on Benny? But then you're like, it's
straight up Benny.
This is Benny. Yeah,
and it's not a great movie. I'd give it like a 2.5 or 3 stars.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's
fun,
entertaining. You can watch it, put it on the background.
It's well made. Yeah. Like the fact that it runs around autonomously, but I'm guessing the help of some green screening, maybe a little CG. It looks decent.
No, they actually trained a tiny red...
They trained an Elmo doll.
Exactly.
But the effects are good. The kills are good. The gore is practical effects and well made. It has a pretty good massacre scene towards the end. And I just don't know. Overall, I just enjoyed it. It put a smile on my face when I watched it.
Yeah, all right. I'm curious. Let's see. Oh, gave it 2.5 myself.
There we go. Yeah, I would say it's not a...
Which is to me, like, by the way, when I do 2.5, it's 2.5 out of 5, which it literally means... straight down the middle. Like I'm not
good,
gonna,
not bad.
I'm not gonna go like crazy overboard. But I didn't dislike it. I didn't dislike it.
Hate it.
So
I didn't hate it, and I didn't love it. But in the middle, I enjoyed the shit out of it.
Yeah. So it's one of those like go in with.
And I don't
these
think I'd ever
expectations,
watch it again.
But go in with those expectations, have a little good time with it. It's all good.
It's low budget, and the acting at points isn't always the best. But you know what? It's not gonna be the worst time you're gonna spend today if you just throw it on and kill an hour and I think 15 minutes. It's actually a little shorter than an hour.
That's actually one of the selling points for me was how short it was. And
I love horror movies that are under an hour and a half.
Yeah, the more like it's funny now
in and out.
Like now I'm looking at like these great horror movies and stuff, and it's like an hour and 42 minutes. I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm like I've got like a bunch of them listed that are like So I've got like long ones. So when I'm ready to go, I can put one of those on. I literally have a separate list in Google Docs for that. But the other ones I've just got
Titanic.
but then I have the other way around. Yeah, exactly. But then the other way, I've got the other way around. Where like under 90 minutes, which is like 80-minute movies. Like there's a few of them there that I'm just like when I just want to put something on. Even although I will say there was a movie recently I watched like that. I can't remember which one it was, but there was a movie that was under 90 minutes that was absolute fucking brutality. And I was just like, oh, this will be an easy one to watch, and because it's only under 90 minutes, and I was like, I think it's that one that I was talking about, that single shot one with the fucking people who like hold the Asian woman, it's just a hate crime in real time, whatever it's called.
Oh, I know which one you mean.
It's like Soft and Quiet, I think is what it was called.
Yeah, that movie
Quiet,
I didn't like that movie.
Yeah. So I love that movie, but at the same time, it was under 90 minutes, and I remember being like, I'll put that on as an easy watch, and I just felt a little destroyed after watching it. So
I remember last year we watched that comedy British vampire one about the best friend turns into a vampire.
Yes, yeah.
Like it was comedy, and it had the bachelorette party.
Yeah, it wasn't Let the Wrong One In, was it? Which one was it? It was
Let the Right One In. Like it had a play on that title. I thought.
Yeah. So there was Let the Wrong. It was
a straight up.
I think it was
comedy horror.
I think it was Let the Wrong One In because it was a play on that. And it was like Irish too. We could barely understand.
Irish, yeah. It was so good.
Yeah, that was a fun one. And actually, fuck it, that's our dual.
Yeah, I throw that one in too, just to tell people to watch it if we can figure out the fucking title.
Yeah,
it was on Shudder.
Let the Wrong One In. It's on Shudder. It's on Tubi now too. It's on Plex. It's on Freevee. So it's on a bunch of them.
Watch Let the Wrong One In. That is quality. Yeah. We were shocked when it opened with Franz Ferdinand. We're like, oh my god, they had a budget for music.
Yep.
Like you'd think a B movie would be like, I don't know, just no music or shit music that their friend's band made.
Oh yeah.
No, it had like real produced songs from real artists.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Yeah, that's right. We watched it over here, and I remember it started out because I had my new TV on like a really weird setting too, and you were just
the Mexican soap opera setting.
Exactly. Yeah, it just looked like there was a fuzz around it. Yeah. That is a dual. Because I don't think we met even like maybe we mentioned it last year, but I don't think we did. Whenever we last watched it, it was pretty solid. So, Let the Wrong One In. Dual recommendation. Now. We're gonna go in and we're gonna do a segment we haven't done in quite a while here that we don't even have an intro for, but it's called State of Horror. State of Horror, Franz Ferdinand. This is not what Franz Ferdinand sounds like.
Nope.
No, it is not. This is more like old 1980s
Devo.
new wave.
Yeah. It's got a Devo-y feel.
Or
B-52s.
Yeah, B-52's Devo.
Yeah, new wave. Mid-80s new wave.
Maybe even like get a little darker, go a little Bauhaus, kind of that kind of thing. Definitely that weird new wave. Actually, what movie?
We're Bauhaus and we don't sound like this.
Nobody does, because nobody would.
Their defensive song they put out.
Yeah, please don't think that we are Bauhaus. We are not Bauhaus. No, we are not. If we were, we'd probably sing in German or have more German accents.
I want a band now that is We're Not Bauhaus. And a lot of their songs revolve around how they're not the other band, and no one's accusing them of it.
I know you all say that we sound like Bauhaus, but I swear that we have our own sound like this. Bauhaus!
And the next song comes up like, I'm really sick of people comparing us to Bauhaus. Every song has the same feel.
I need to quickly add that to an empty promise because actually, can you add to that? Because I got to take the next story, I guess. Can you add that? Just go. We're not Bauhaus. I think, because I do want to make at least one song.
Very sad November when people think we're Bauhaus.
But just to remind you once again that we are not Bauhaus. No, we are not Bauhaus. No, we are not Bauhaus. There's a good chance that at least one of those members is dead by now anyway. Oh, God.
And now for our Christmas album, we wish you a Merry Bauhaus.
But remind you that we're
not Bauhaus.
Oh, man.
Some other band is definitely Bauhaus, and we're not it.
Bauhaus. Yeah. Oh,
happy birthday to everyone but Bauhaus.
Because we are not you. Just to remind you what When has anybody accused them of being Bauhaus? Oh God! What's
their name just has to be "We're Not Bauhaus."
Yeah. And the name of
or definitely not Bauhaus.
And the name of the band actually should have to be Bowhouse.
Yeah,
it's called Bauhaus.
Bauhaus.
But don't mix us
We're
up.
getting to the lyrics too, like Google what a Bauhaus is. Bowhouse.
It's a doghouse. Probably should have just called ourselves Doghouse, but we already got the copyright up on Spotify, so we had to go with Bauhaus.
Actually, yeah, they don't need to be called We're Not Bauhaus. Just call Bauhaus Bowhouse.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the whole thing is just them reminding people like
we're not them in every song.
Exactly. We named ourselves this before we realized there was an actual band.
And we leaned into it.
Yeah.
We leaned in.
But now we have to remind people for copyright reasons, so our lawyers are happy that we are not, in fact, that band that you probably tuned in to see because you're listening to. Anyway.
All right, that's good content right there.
All right, good. All right, starting right up. So we're going to go to this State of Horror. Ages ago, we started doing this. Actually, I actually don't remember which of our listeners. I'm trying to think of which one it may have been. It was
somebody did suggest we do this.
Yeah, I don't know if it was.
And we do anything. Listen, listeners, we'll do whatever you say.
Just tell us.
Just tell us. We're not fucking mind readers,
and we're not Bauhaus.
We're not Bauhaus.
For the last fucking time, we're not mind readers and we are not Bauhaus. Because Bauhaus were mind readers. People know that about Bauhaus.
They were.
Yes. Oh, yeah. They're the classic, I assume. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing the band right, but that's the way I always pronounce Bauhaus that way. Anyway.
You can't read your mind like Bauhaus.
Bauhaus can read your mind. Think of anything. Think of a number. 1 through 10. 7. I bet it's 7. 7. Stop shouting it out. It defeats the purpose of the game when you shout your number out. 8. Fucking A. You don't know. Just get it through your fucking head.
I love it.
Yeah, anyway. Very stupid. So we got a list of State of Horror. This is pretty much where we go through. Really, it's kind of like the only in your state. I realized they've already done this kind of thing. But we go through when we find something kind of like horror themed or creepy in every state of the 50 states. We got through like 10, 12 of them before we stopped.
Did we even do Vermont or were we
I don't know if we did. I've got a list. We've got a list shared. We got them all crossed out. I literally just started at the top. The one alphabetically that we hadn't touched
Arizona.
yet, which is Arizona. So anyway, the one that came up that I liked the most was I read through a handful of them, and I liked the Birdcage Theater. Those of you who are in Arizona are probably like, yeah, of course you chose that one. That's a basic bitch fucking thing. But because it's in Tombstone, Arizona, which is awesome. And this has a lot of Tombstone, like classic Tombstone history rolled into it. So this was... in its short period, it was a brothel at one point, which is fucking awesome.
Ooh la la.
And it also housed the longest poker game in history that lasted 8 years.
Ooh la la.
Yeah, ooh la la. It had like Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday and all those guys. And apparently over the course of 8 years, 8 hours a day, like every day, 7 days a week, for 8 years, they had this poker game, and it was like $1,000 buy-in. And it was the longest running poker game. They said this was in they estimate $10 million of 1880s money changed hands in that period of time.
Jesus.
Which is a lot of fucking money. But these are all like criminals and shit.
Very spooky.
Very spooky. Ooh, spooky!
Ooh, I have a wild card.
Oh, he caught a 4 on the river and caught trip 4s, even though he shouldn't have been in with that hand from the get-go, because I raised pre-flop, and he shouldn't have called me with pocket 4s. He should have known I had a better hand. I had pocket jacks and had him beat from the get-go, but he caught a 4 on the river. Isn't that spooky? Shut the fuck up. Nobody watches poker anymore.
Yeah, I was going to say, nothing you said made sense.
All of that, actually, any of you poker fans out there know everything
Go
I said
fish.
made sense. Yeah. Oh, this man's the creepiest of all. Playing Go Fish when he should be playing poker. Anyway, so the walls of the Birdcage Theater are still riddled with gunshot holes from gunfighters, but it opened up around the same time that a silver mine opened up in the area, and at some point the silver mine ended up getting flooded and fucking That which was a big part, but also the like silver price dropped considerably, so a bunch of people got laid off.
That's
and
what
then
happens when you flood the market with silver.
oh yeah, flood the market.
See what I did there?
Yeah, they flooded the
Didn't
market.
mean to do that, but I'm
So-
going to take credit for it.
So at some point, this place was really only open for
my guess
about
is they-
18 years.
I guess is they killed all the werewolves, so they just don't need the silver like they used to.
That was they killed all the
So the
werewolves
price went down
in the
because they were-
1800s.
People were
Yeah,
like, silver bullets, got your silver bullets.
Yeah.
And
Well,
they're
no,
like,
all the
you know,
well off the dad.
don't need any. Like, maybe a chupacabra could?
Yeah.
Is that a silver bullet thing, or is
I
that
don't
just a
think it is,
regular
no.
bullet
I
thing?
think it's just a regular bullet. That's a
So
ghost
yeah,
sucker.
once they took all the werewolves out of the Southwest, like,
Yeah.
what are you doing with
When-
silver?
when- yeah, so
what
they
are
did.
you doing with silver?
They killed all the they kind of like killed them all at the same time.
yeah,
they
you
did
know
the
when Wyatt
buffalo.
Earp killed the last
Yeah.
werewolf in the
Yeah.
South?
Oh, dude, honestly, I would watch Wyatt Earp versus the last werewolf
In the South,
That
yeah.
would be fucking awesome. I would watch that as in a fucking heartbeat.
At the-
That's a new content already. Wyatt Earp versus the last werewolf.
I don't even know how that whole movie goes, but I know the last shot is a camera panning over a ridge. You see a full moon,
Yeah.
and then you see like a den, like a hole in the ground,
Yeah.
and you see like a bunch of little pups come out of it, and they're cute as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
But that's it, and then it just goes credits.
Yeah.
So you know it had puppies.
And then yeah, just dun dun dun. The last werewolf? Question mark.
And maybe like because the mama werewolf died, it didn't get to teach its pups how to transform. So like you got like a half baby, half dog kind of thing coming out. Like
Oh, yeah.
one baby arm, one wolf leg.
Yeah. Yeah, and then just somebody comes along and fucking stomps them.
Oh, like it's a long tracking shot of it coming out of the hole, crossing a highway, and the car just gets. But because it wasn't silver, it's still alive, and it's just this baby wolf hybrid, like in the thing, like just sitting there being like, ah.
I also love the fact that like this apparently Wyatt Earp in the 1880s killed this last thing, but somehow there's a car going down the interstate at the last shot.
Didn't really put that yet. I guess like
It's
a model,
it's like
a
Ford.
Model T.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's like Ford like drive. I even think that was later. Like they like it would be. Yeah, but I do like that thought of like it coming out and just and then just cut to like modern day. But like, oh shit, was this the real time in the whole time? Anyway, so there are. This used to be a brothel, so there are like people talk about like they see like ghosts of prostitutes. Which the reason I really brought this to the table because I want to talk about ghost horrors just a little bit. I know I've talked before about my. Desire as a kid to be fondled by ghosts.
Ghost whore.
Oh my god, yeah! Yeah! Ghost horror.
Yeah, ghost horror.
Actually, that's fuck it. Second piece of content. Wyatt Earp versus the last werewolf in the Southwest and ghost horror.
I'm still in my head searching for a title.
Ghost horror.
Ghost horror's not bad.
Ghost
But
horror's
also,
not bad.
can you write horror as a title and get away with it on like Apple
I
and
think
shit?
you could. I think
You just
so.
put a 0 for the O or some.
Yeah, I think they figured that out
Write it
by
like
now.
in
But
that,
honestly,
you could write it in the sarcastic way where it's all up and down, uppercase, lowercase,
Yeah, I
like
feel
where,
like-
where you're like ghost horror. You know how you write
I feel like
that?
we could figure that out real quick. But anyway, yeah. So I'll figure
I'll
that
write
out.
that. I'll write that in.
Yeah, go figure that in because what I'll do is I'll just look on Apple Podcasts if there's anything with horror in the title. I'll assume it's in good. It's all good. If not, I'll do like the asterisks.
Horror Hour with Bill Maher.
Yeah. Oh, Bill Maher.
Hey, a show came back. I heard it's pornographic. I guess he sucked DeSantis' dick for like 20 minutes.
Yeah. Oh God, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
How
a
could,
lot of his viewers said they won't come back and watch another one after his DeSantis interview. His actual fans,
Dude,
they were like, "Yeah, I'm
went,
out."
He went further.
Sorry to derail the show.
He went further right so much faster because I was like, I used to watch some Bill Maher and be like, okay, he's like kind of like hitting more center. And he's like he's willing to like shit on some like liberals and Democrats.
Yeah, now he's
ideas.
a Joe Rogan.
Yeah, but yeah, no, exactly.
Just going balls deep
And the
on
thing is,
some
though,
bad
honestly,
people.
I put him so much worse than Joe Rogan because at least Joe Rogan every once in a while, like Joe Rogan's just kind of stupid. Like he's just kind of a dumb guy who's like
he platforms Ben
talk about-
Shapiro and other
Yeah.
Nazis. Like,
but
fuck
he's
him.
he's a little bit dumb.
You don't platform
but
Nazis.
like Bill Maher is not an idiot. He's making this like choice with real intellect, and he's being like he's just a fucking angry old white fucking like he's like oh cancel culture blah blah blah. I'm like yeah, you know what? Maybe you wouldn't get fucking canceled if you weren't such a fucking old grimy old piece. Guess what? I'm a fucking old straight white guy. I'm fine.
Me too.
I'm fine.
Me
Hashtag
too.
Me too. Yeah. Anyway.
Wait, wrong. Me too.
Oh, geez. Wait. What's that? Oh, I'm canceled now. Well, you know what? Fuck it. Right wing, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, we're gonna start a hashtag online called Me Too, where you explain to the world that you're a middle-aged to older white, straight male, and you've done nothing wrong and see nothing wrong in the world.
I see nothing wrong in the world. I don't
Well,
think...
you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, I don't
A lot
think...
of injustice, a lot of bad stuff in the world. Not the stuff that white people our age complain about.
I don't experience racism on a day-to-day, so I assume it doesn't exist. Why are all these black people complaining about it? It must be that all black people are liars. Hashtag not racist.
Yeah, my neighbor every day goes out with his garden hose and washes the woke off his house. He has to get the coat off, otherwise it builds up and it starts to get iridescent. Kind of looks like glitter.
Oh, man.
That could just be me going out at midnight with fistfuls of glitter and throwing them angrily at his house.
Oh, fucking woke.
We're going to woke his house every fucking night.
Yeah, he doesn't know what woke means. Fuck it, it's glitter now.
Yep.
Woke is a glitter bomb. Anyway.
Our house is going woke.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
We should never have opened up that bigger insurance package.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Right,
Yeah,
Oscar?
That's right.
Oscar the cat just chimed in.
Oscar's chiming in. Yeah, that's right. I've been training him to be anti-woke. I think that was the N-word in meow. Good for you, buddy. Yeah, you give it to him. I don't see why I should be canceled for saying that. Why can they say it and I can't?
Just because my cat's racist doesn't mean I am.
Yeah, but also I am. But one thing I am not Bauhaus. I would like you to point out. Kohlberg! Anyway, so I think that's about all we got to say. The birdcage closed in 1892. It's filled with a bunch of cowboys and horror ghosts and a bunch of disembodied hands that fondle you, which is pretty sweet.
Love horror ghosts.
So,
I love that.
But honestly, I want to go in. I want to get jerked off by a ghost. Getting fucking sucked by a ghost. I just want to get a little sucked and fucked by a ghost. Big deal. Okay? Sure. Do I have to sit on my hand and do the little stranger? I just call it the ghost instead of the stranger? That's fine. I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. Anyway, getting into web droppings.
Web droppings.
Spider web droppings.
Spider droppings.
Actually, these are not really spider web droppings.
And do we? I don't think we have a sting for that one. So
we do have spider web dropping stings.
We do.
Yeah. But we're probably not going to put it in this one because we're really not doing a special one. This is kind of just regular web
we're
droppings.
still using old news because this is the first day
This
of
is for
October.
So the next ones were going to be spider web droppings. This is just web
although
web
the
droppings.
last story is a little on the horror side.
Yeah, and honestly,
that's what I was going.
And honestly, the bear attack one. There's some really good bear attack movies out there people should watch.
Yep, Cocaine Bear.
That's a good one actually. That's a great one.
All right, I gotta close an ad.
But there's that other one that takes place in like Canada, based on a true story. Shit. I'm gonna look it up while you're doing your thing.
All right, we're gonna go back to September because that's the month that just happened, and all our news came from that month, literally. So 9/11 happened. Happy 9/11, everyone!
We did it!
We did it!
Wait, no, the Saudis did it, and the Taliban.
No, we just got through another 9/11.
Oh yeah. Oh, Back Country from 2014.
Like Back the artist?
Back Country.
You don't want to go in them woods at night. These alt rock skinny boys come out.
Isn't he like a fucking right wing anti-vaxxer now?
He's a Mormon.
Oh, okay.
So he's always been bad.
Probably, yeah.
No, Scientologist.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
So he's always been bad.
Yeah, so he protected Danny Masterson.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he jerked him off.
yeah, exactly.
He's the only person allowed in for conjugal visits.
He was his fluffer. Yeah, that's right. I'm a fluffer, baby. So anyway, Back Country from 2014 is a really, really good movie. I would recommend that highly. I think I actually did on this, probably on this podcast in 2014. It's on Tubi. Everybody watch it. So anyway, we're going into not spiderweb droppings.
Yeah,
but we are
9/11.
talking.
Happy 9/11. By the way, a little belated.
Yeah, we forgot. We hashtag forgot.
Always forget.
Always forget. I always want to like on 9/11. Somebody mentioned something that happened.
I used to make crass jokes on Facebook about 9/11.
My favorite thing, there was something that happened on like September 10th, and I was said like, oh cool, hashtag almost never forget, or something like that, because it's almost never forget day.
Overshadowed.
Yeah, almost never forget. Which is also just
if you
forgetting.
were born on 9/11, 2001, like you should be like, everyone make sure to come to my birthday party tonight. Hashtag never forget. I would do that if I was born on that day. I would.
I still gotta say like the some of the best crassest Mid-Journey or it probably wasn't Mid-Journey because they wouldn't allow you to do this, but the AI imagery was somebody that took the 9/11 and turned them into a gender reveal thing.
Oh yeah.
So like it was just like fucking like this smoke coming out
blue or pink.
Blue. Which again, we're not laughing at the fucking tragedy of 9/11. That's just the ridiculousness of that fucking joke.
I want to see if I can get Dolly or Mid-Journey to do the Twin Towers crashing into a plane. Just straight up reverse it.
Man, those Taliban are getting real clever.
They flew 2 towers into that plane, that parked aircraft.
Yeah, man.
There is a story that came out of this month. I kept it in the notes because, I don't know, I thought it was interesting. We'll just leave it there.
Yeah.
This came out of Atlantic City, New Jersey. Sports betting company DraftKings. I'm sure everyone knows them.
Everybody knows.
They're pretty unavoidable, especially around sports seasons.
Yeah, and honestly, like if you listen to fucking just any podcast, like even like Conan O'Brien, Ethan Friend and stuff, like they are literally their marketing budget's got to be fucking gigantic.
Yeah.
They are all over the place. But I mean, they make a shitload of money. It's fucking like
anytime someone in the marketing department's like, "Hey, can I spend a couple grand marketing this on this podcast?" But I don't know, let's see if your bet pays off.
Yeah.
Like this inside joke that gets really old really quick within the company.
Cool, good
like,
one.
Hey, boss, do you think I'm gonna get that raise this fall that you promised me last year? We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe we can bet on it.
Yeah. Wink, wink. Good one, Mr. Franklin. But really, my kids are hungry. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got a bet back there to see which one will die before Christmas from malnutrition.
Yeah, I've got it on Johnny. Come on, Johnny.
Johnny's always been scrawny.
Yeah. They call him Scrawny Johnny for a reason. Mostly because it rhymes.
Do you think we're gonna take Beth in the betting pool?
Yeah.
She weighs 300 pounds. She gonna eat herself and out survive Johnny.
And we can't rhyme it with something like Scrawny Johnny. What? Fest Beth? No, come on. Beth sucks. That's what.
No one's betting on her.
Nobody's betting. No, wait, betting Beth. You know what? I'm changing my fucking bet to betting Beth.
She might die of the diabetes this fall.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, they don't have to die of starvation. They just gotta die.
She's gonna die.
Come on, why do my children have to die? You signed a contract, motherfucker.
You wanted that raise.
And this is corporate America, and that's what we do.
Now bet on one of your kids die.
That's right. That's right. We have social commentary. We are hard hitting.
All right, so DraftKings had to apologize on the Monday after September 11th of this year, because they enticed people to bet on football games on the anniversary of the tragedy that killed 3,000 people by doing a 9/11 themed promotion that required 3 New York-based teams, the Yankees, Mets, and Jets, to win their games Monday, the 22nd anniversary of the attacks on the World Trade Center and the Pentagon, and the downing of the jet in the field in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
They
left the Pennsylvania team out of it. They should have had like a fucking
Philly could be involved.
Phillies. Come on, the Phillies, the cheesesteaks or whatever they're called. Yeah. You know, my favorite.
The Grutties, whatever that fucking monstrosity is that actually like.
Well, yeah, dude. Like, it worked. Everybody's like, why did you make this that? I'm like, because they knew viral
everyone
marketing.
Talked about it, and everyone loves
they still
it now.
do. They still love because he gets to be this asshole. Honestly, he's my favorite fucking. I don't even give a shit about Philly teams, but my favorite mascot, absolutely, Gritty.
All right. There was an outcry on social media from people offended by the promotion titled "Never Forget." DraftKings took it down and apologized. People do not
should have been
understand.
never for bet.
People do. Oh, I like that. People do not know though if anyone who placed their bets at the time actually got to follow the bet through, or if they had to refund their money.
Because that would be tough.
They just took it down, so we don't know what they actually did behind the scenes.
I wouldn't be surprised if, for like legal reasons, they're like, we got to actually honor the bets existing. We just don't allow new bets to be taken.
So the bet was on whether all three.
There's nothing wrong with them.
So you bet on
continuing.
3 New York teams that all had
They
Monday
all
games.
have to win.
But you do bet on them all winning, or could you be like, I bet that the Mets
No.
Jets win, but not the...
So I think this is what they would call like a parlay bet, which I believe is where they bundle a bunch. This is like the most like apparently like the most profitable business model is where they bundle a bunch of teams, and you're like, you essentially have to, it's sort of like betting like a trifecta or whatever, where it's like you have to bet. Like all of these have to win, but like the odds are against you, but you can win a bunch of money. So they're like, hey, put $1 on this, and maybe you can win $1,000 or whatever. But all 3 teams have to win. From what I understand, all 3 of those teams had to win.
See, the promotion doesn't even make sense for the Never Forget. I get it's 3 New York teams.
Yeah, like we want them to win, hooray!
It just doesn't feel like it's not funny. It's not funny. It's not offensive. It's not offensive.
The Jets, totally. Come on.
Okay.
The Jets make sense.
See, my offensive marketing scheme, and I've thought this since fucking the original 9/11 happened.
Oh, the original.
Not the sequel.
I was there with it.
Original formula 9/11.
9/11 hipsters.
9/11 classic.
Yeah, when it's 9/11 hipsters, like I was there when it was like really uncool to like make fun of 9/11. Where even Gilbert Godfrey almost got fucking canceled.
I've always said Jenga just needs to sell 2 stacks in 1 box and call it 9/11 commemorative
9/11,
set.
yes, yeah,
that's it.
Yep.
It's just their thing that comes in a box. 2 in 1 box,
and you just give your kid a paper plane and just have him go to town on it and just call it a day. Yeah. Jenga. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot how to play this game. No, Mom, you never forget.
You can't cancel Jenga because you can't cancel wood. So like it would be a daring attempt for him to do it because everyone would be like, oh yeah, Jenga's canceled. Be like, I think you
I
can just go get wood. I can make Jenga right now.
Yeah, and then just like this weird like your dad's homemade splintery Jenga. It's like it's just as good as the regular stuff.
Hand sawed and not sanded.
These kids have all these like infected fingers. Be like,
you can literally pull like a piece of like shard of wood. You can pull with.
Yeah, and it is like all fucking just not measured, like all weird angles. And
that's what fucking bar Jenga is. It's 2x4s.
Yeah,
they just cut 2x4s into 1 foot pieces.
Yeah,
that's Jenga. As long as wood exists, they can't cancel it.
Yeah, but guess what? I think you're underestimating the wokeness of this country, and they will cancel wood. Because, you know what?
No,
they would if they could.
I also want Parker Brothers or Hasbro or whoever owns the name Jenga to literally be like that. Like, you can't cancel us. We're too big to be canceled.
Yeah.
We're big wood.
Yeah. You don't want to fuck with big wood. That's right. Maybe if the Twin Towers are made out of wood, they'd, the whole point of this is
maybe the plane would have just flown right through it.
Yeah, no, it would have gone down.
And then hit a completely different building.
It would have gone down a long time ago. We wouldn't have had this problem. It would have fallen down because of a stiff breeze, and we would have just had it as normal. All right, yeah. Anyway, so that was that, and this is this.
Moving on.
Yes,
moving on.
I think so. Yeah, I think we've got the 9/11 terror attacks. We've got Jenga. We've got some new content out of that. This one made me kind of laugh a little bit. So there's a man who got stuck on a mountain.
Been there.
Yeah. Stuck on a mountain. And
that's where we came up with the idea for Bauhaus.
Which we are not. I mean, we're not that Bauhaus. We're this other Bauhaus.
Fear and malnutrition makes you form a band.
BOWHOUSC, not BAUHAUS. It's like an entire song spelling them out.
You can rail this song out in one evening.
We share the B, we share a bunch of other letters, probably a bunch of vowels too, but the W's, R's, they don't have that in the name. We're not that Bauhaus. We're this Bauhaus. We're not that Bauhaus. All right, dude, I've got half an album already.
You do. And all we really need is one song to throw up on the website and end the show with.
And honestly, I'm going to use the same fucking beat for every song, but just different lyrics over.
Oh, the same exact, yeah.
Shit, I might have to pack up my fucking...
Same exact tune for all of them. You're right. It would be interchangeable.
I think I am going to pack up my tiny little mini keyboard when I go back because I think I do want to write that.
Like ding, ding,
yeah,
ding,
remind me before I leave. I got to pack my little mini keyboard because I can get that done. Anyway, so this guy got stuck on a mountain and he was lost, but he wanted to get off the mountain, and so he had his cell phone on him, so he called 911 to try to get off the mountain. And essentially, so originally he was just like, "Hey, I'm stranded," blah blah blah. Like, yeah, all right, we'll get you some help or whatever. Yeah, like you're not fucking starving. You're not. Then he called back a little later. It's like, "I'm starving, man," and blah blah blah. Like, and over the course of time, he suddenly he just really wanted to get off this mountain. He finally, by the time
this is a Domino's, not 911.
Yeah. Oh, can you deliver me a pizza and then bring me home?
Yeah, literally, just call Domino's.
Yeah.
Deliver to your location because they have that new thing where you can drop a pin.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And they'll go to the pin,
and they will fucking go and to
the top of a mountain. Yeah, and then you're like, honestly, they'll lead me back out.
Domino's might, man. They know their shit, dude. They really fucking got it rocked.
You know what? We should test that theory.
Let's go to the top of a mountain
somewhere remote, and just be like, drop a pin. Yeah, and be like, bring me my food.
And then just
bring me my food,
and then just leave a bunch of bones, like
where you were, some ripped clothes,
clearly starved to death. But anyway,
or those little floating square river or lake dock kind of things. It's usually a part of a dock that you can kick it off, and it's like a platform where you can just lay in the middle of the lake on the platform, like from that Creep Show. Remember the one with the thing? Where they were on that platform?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you do one of those.
You mean like the oil slick one? That one, the old school one. Yeah, that was the creepiest one.
Platform.
Yeah, the oil slick. Yeah.
So you drop the pin on the platform in the middle of the lake.
Oh God, yeah.
And you're like, deliver it, bitches! As they're on shore, holding your order, and I can't swim.
Yeah, and just kick a little fucking canoe out. Come on, we got you. Yeah.
Make it really hard just to see how far they'll go.
Well, I think we already got our new content is pranking the Domino's people.
Pranking underpaid workers who really...
People
in the service industry.
We got a fresh $1 for ya, you fucking slave whore. You're like, you know what? I don't fucking need to take this. I tip my Domino's drivers very well. I like that. I appreciate what they do for us.
I throw fistfuls of quarters in their cars. They pull up.
I key their car.
Shotgun. You just keep yelling that.
It's like leaving dents, like a t-shirt cannon filled with rolls of quarters.
Rolls.
You're like, you just got $30 worth of fucking tips. You're like, you put $7,000 worth of damage on their fucking Civic.
Oh, that would destroy a car.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it would leave some dents for sure. Anyway, so this Ohio man was in West Virginia, really wanted to get out of the woods, didn't want to do it by himself. So he called law enforcement to repeatedly shriek about an impending attack by bears. Impending. Dude, you're either being attacked by bears or you're not.
He's a bad actor, too. Because the people, 911 knows what fear sounds like.
No.
They know what fear is.
Yeah, he's like, growl, growl, growl. Bear sound, bear sound, bear sound. Spooky ghost sound, ghost.
Hey, boo-boo, I think this guy...
Oh, he's coming for my picnic basket. I'm so hungry because he took my picnic basket. Oh, God. Those bears, big surprise, were fake, authorities say.
One of them's yellow and he keeps wanting my honey.
Oh, bother. Yeah.
Oh, bother.
Yeah. He's here with his tiny little...
want to eat you. Oh, bother.
He's here with his tiny pig friend. I don't know why he just doesn't eat the pig. He's a fucking bear.
Eat the pig. Eat the pig. That'd be the best 911 call ever. Eat the pig. Eat the pig. Fucking eat. Why is he your friend?
It doesn't make any sense. Why are you both wearing shirts? Who did you take those off of? I want a new shirt. I think he just wants my shirt. Oh, I should have wore my red crop top.
Yes.
Anyways, the incident occurred. So this was according to the Kanawha County Magistrate Court. Court obtained by Huntington-based CBS affiliate WOWK. We want to give credit where credit due. First responders arrived in response to reports of a stranded man. The complaint reportedly says dispatchers said the man reported that he was injured and stuck on steep terrain. During that phone call, however, the man's apparent circumstances grew even more dire. Please help me! The man could allegedly be heard shouting into his cell phone's receiver. Please help me! He allegedly claimed he was being attacked by a bear. As the call progressed, the story did too. Dispatchers reported the man said he had been walking for days and his phone was about to die. And he professed a fear to dispatchers that he was very near death. On top of that, the number of bears in the vicinity had apparently multiplied, which I love. That's my favorite part of the story. He's like, wait a minute, there's like 10 bears now. Oh, not just one bear. There's like 10 bears. So he told us dispatchers he was now being circled by bears. Then he was saying he was being stalked by them.
They're making catapults. I'm in a tree, but I think they're going to get up here very soon. I've never seen one climb, but apparently they can use tools.
I don't think they can do that, but they definitely have built a trebuchet of some kind. Anyway, so a couple hours later, search crews came upon their man. He allegedly denied medical treatment for both I think declined is what they meant to say. Medical treatment for both fire and EMS personnel.
I don't need it. I'm no longer close to death.
Yes. You know what? Turns out, yeah. Anyway, so he admitted to his mixed metaphors Aesop's fable. This is all fucking straight from the story, which is not very well written. Saying he just wanted to ride out of the woods.
This is probably A and I.
Yes, probably true. Yeah,
I don't think I meant to say it that way. Artificial and intelligence.
Sounds like you were written by A and I.
Shit, maybe we all were.
Oh my God, are we all A and I?
A and I.
Yeah, we are, but we are not Bauhaus. No, we're not. I swear to God. Actually, I do want to type into ChatGPT.
I am artificial and intelligent.
I want to type into ChatGPT. Please write me a song about how I'm not Bauhaus. Let's see what it comes up with.
I actually want a robot that's AI that's called A and I.
And
I am artificial and intelligent.
Yeah, exactly. That's
see,
you know what?
See, I'm not dumb.
Yeah, me not dumb.
I just had to mentally dig a hole and then dig back out of it.
So this guy was making. But the thing I thought about this is like a whole new type of Uber, but like instead they won't pick you up until like they finally feel convinced that you're being attacked by bears or being stalked by something. Like, I just, like, the whole new way to get out of something is just calling 911, be like, I'm too broke for an Uber. Hey, yeah, they followed me to the bar. Yeah, I gotta need you guys to come pick me up at the bar right now, because, like, those bears, yeah, they circled me at the bar, too. Yeah, hey, oh, shit, I drank too much at my sister's wedding. The bears are here. Come and get me, please. The fucking first responders just getting dragged out on a fucking, like helicopter, just getting airlifted out of somebody's wedding.
Yeah, this guy has like 14 different false 911 reports. Yeah. But no Ubers.
Yeah, exactly.
Never spent a dime on Uber.
Exactly, man. I'm fucking $40 up on Uber, man.
Yeah, so you're also paying the fines to the police.
Exactly.
You got to do the math on that one. Be like, all right,
Yeah.
Uber's going to be 120 to this city.
Yeah.
The police are going to be 50. That's the fine.
You know what?
I think I'm actually going to take the squad car.
I think I am.
And suck up the fine.
Yeah, it's me. Bears again. Just
Hey, bear guy.
bear guy. Yeah, they're all after me this time.
Yeah, Dick Fi. I don't know. Just can you get here?
I don't know. What is it?
No. Okay,
there's 1,000.
Blood's on you. If I die, I could die. Bear.
Yeah.
Oh, he's biting me.
Fuck it. There's 1,000 bears now. Would 1,000 bears?
They're all biting me.
Would 1,000 bears grease the palm a little bit? What if I give you 1,000 bears? Sir, we're not dealing with bears.
How much have you had to
currency.
drink tonight? Just 10 bears.
10 bears.
You sound pretty drunk. You confuse beers and bears. But did I?
Did I?
You'll have to come and find out.
Did I drink bears? You want to know if this man drank 10 bears?
You might want to see what that means.
Franklin, I kind of do want to know if he drank 10 bears.
And
All
what
right,
that,
we'll be
and what
right
that
there.
is.
He got us again. Anyway, so that's that. All right, we got some new content out of that.
I think we should save the last story.
I think so.
It is the most Halloween of them all.
I think so.
And it might sound weird, but I think it's a good one to start off next week with. Because it's got blood, it's got guts, literally.
Yes.
We're gonna keep that one a secret.
I think so. Yeah, let's do that next week. And honestly, we one of us might even be able to tie that into a movie and do our first little movie thing next week, and then the week after we do our franchise thing.
We got to do the franchise thing ahead of time with us planning that ahead of time.
Yes.
So we got to pick a thing.
Give us a couple weeks on that one, but I feel like next week. The way that we would do this before is like we would pick one story. I bet you could find a horror movie that goes along with this story that's similar. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because there's something to do with. I'm not going to say there's some blood and guts.
I think I can find a horror movie with blood in it.
Oh, good for you.
It's gonna be a challenge.
Yeah, ChatGPT.
Hey, Jared, call you later tonight, dude. I can't find a single fucking one.
Well, we're fucking done. We're cancel the whole podcast. Well, anyway, I hope you guys are all enjoying your start to the spooky season. We're going to be back every single week this month. We promise you we're going to have some spooky content, and we all want you to have fun and get lost.
Get lost.